wonder what sparks a lifelong love of learning, in a kid. We're talking about those bright-eyed, curious little ones.
Right.
And the magic of STEAM education.
Yeah.
Science, technology, engineering, arts, and math.
Yeah.
All rolled into one really engaging package.
What's fascinating about STEAM is that it's not just memorizing facts.
Right.
It's about giving young minds the tools to think critically, solve problems creatively,
Yeah.
and really truly thrive in our rapidly changing world.
Absolutely. And we're lucky to have some fresh research to kind of guide us.
Okay.
We're taking a deep dive into a study from the Dongfap University Journal of Science, published just this past July.
Okay.
They analyzed a decade's worth of publications on teaching STEAM to young children.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
129 documents.
Wow.
So this isn't just one isolated study.
Right.
It's tapping into a global conversation.
Yeah.
What makes this research particularly noteworthy?
Well, I think it captures a period of significant technological advancement, right? Which has dramatically impacted how we approach education.
Right.
Analyzing such a wide range of publications gives us a far broader perspective than a study that might be limited to a single region.
Here's where it gets really interesting. The study uncovered a dramatic surge in research on early childhood STEAM education,
Okay.
especially after 2019.
Interesting. So it suggests a global awakening to the potential of STEAM for even the youngest learners.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder what sparked this surge.
Yeah.
Perhaps a growing awareness of the skills needed for a future driven by technology? Or maybe it's the realization that those foundational skills are best nurtured from a young age.
It really makes you think, yeah. Now, it probably won't come as a surprise that the USA is a major player in STEAM research,
Right.
but there's a catch.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
While the U.S. is undoubtedly a powerhouse, the study emphasizes a critical need for more research in developing countries, particularly in Asia. This raises important questions about global equity in STEAM education.
It's all connected, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to ensure that all children have the opportunity to thrive in a world that's so reliant on technology and innovation,
Yeah.
regardless of where they're born or their access to resources.
This isn't just about geographic diversity. It's about ensuring that diverse perspectives and lived experiences are represented within the field of STEAM education itself.
Speaking of influential voices, this study introduces us to some of the leading researchers in the field.
Yeah, two names that stood out are Sullivan and Burrs. Their work on integrating robotics, art, and early childhood education is truly groundbreaking.
It sounds like they're pioneering, innovative teaching methods.
Yeah.
But let's dig into the heart of this research.
Okay, sounds good.
What were some of the major themes that they uncovered?
Well, the study identified 4 key themes, each crucial to understanding the practical implications of STEAM education and its potential impact on the future of learning.
Okay, I'm ready to dive into those themes. Let's unpack what they mean for parents, educators, and, most importantly, the kids themselves. So we're eager to explore these 4 themes. Where do we start?
Well, let's start with the foundation.
Okay.
The first theme really delves into how STEAM is actually being taught to these young learners.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not about handing them complex equations before they can even tie their shoes, right?
Precisely, yeah. The research really highlights project-based learning as a highly effective method.
Okay.
Think of children designing a bird feeder, constructing a mini volcano,
Right.
or even coding a simple game.
Yeah, hands-on activities that let them experiment and learn through play. I can see how that would be engaging.
Exactly, and that brings us to another key point from the research, the importance of computational thinking.
I'll admit, computational thinking sounds a bit intimidating for like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
How would you explain that to a parent who's, never heard of it?
It's simpler than it sounds, really. It's about breaking down problems into smaller, more manageable steps, much like a computer does.
Right.
This process helps kids develop logical reasoning and problem-solving skills.
Right.
Imagine a child trying to build a tower that keeps tipping over.
Yeah.
Computational thinking encourages them to analyze why it's tipping, experiment with different solutions, and adjust their approach based on the results.
So it's not about teaching them to code specifically. It's about teaching them to think like a coder.
Exactly.
A skill set that's, transferable to so many areas of life.
Exactly. Now let's move on to the second theme, gender equality in STEAM.
This is such a critical topic.
It is.
We constantly hear about the gender gap in STEM fields.
Right.
Does this research suggest we need to start addressing this imbalance from a young age?
Absolutely. The research underscores the vital role of early childhood education in dismantling gender stereotypes surrounding STEAM.
Okay.
It's about ensuring that all children have equal opportunities to explore their interests and talents.
It's about nurturing a child's love for science or a knack for engineering, regardless of gender.
Right.
What practical steps can we take to make sure girls, in particular, feel empowered to pursue these fields?
Well, representation is key.
Okay.
Surround children with books, toys, and activities that showcase female role models in STEM.
Okay.
When children see themselves reflected in these fields, it opens up a world of possibilities.
It's about making the invisible visible,
Yeah,
showing them that these paths are open to them.
exactly. Seeing someone who looks like you excelling in a field can be incredibly empowering.
Right, yeah.
Now let's delve into the third theme, which focuses on technology and engineering as tools to enhance learning.
Oh.
This is particularly relevant given the rapid advancements in educational technology.
It feels like everything is going digital these days, even for the youngest learners.
It really does.
What does the research say about using technology effectively in the classroom?
Well, the study suggests this surge in STEAM research we've been discussing coincides with the rise of new technologies and their integration into early childhood education.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to consider how these advancements are shaping the way we educate.
It makes you wonder, is it the technology that is driving the research?
Right.
Or is it the research that paves the way for more effective uses of technology in education?
It's likely a bit of both, a dynamic interplay between technological advancements and evolving pedagogical approaches.
Yeah.
What is clear is that technology can be a powerful tool for engaging young learners, but it's about using it intentionally and thoughtfully.
It's not just about handing a child a tablet. It's about curating those experiences to be truly enriching and educational.
Precisely. This ties back into the concept of computational thinking.
Okay.
By interacting with technology, children can develop essential problem-solving skills in an intuitive and engaging way.
Right.
Now let's move on to our final theme, the A in STEAM the arts.
I was wondering when we'd get to this.
Right.
STEAM isn't just about science and technology.
Right.
It's about nurturing the whole child, right?
Absolutely. The research found that integrating arts into STEM has profound benefits for young learners.
Okay.
It enhances creativity, innovation, and even those critical thinking skills we discussed earlier.
So we're talking about encouraging kids to express their scientific discoveries through art, write songs about math,
Yeah.
or build robots that make music.
You've got it. Blending arts into STEM subjects allows us to tap into different learning styles, igniting their imaginations and
Yeah.
helping them make connections they might not have otherwise.
Right.
It's about adding color, rhythm, and expression to subjects that some might perceive as rigid or technical.
I love that STEAM with a creative twist. So we've covered a lot of ground here exploring these 4 impactful themes.
We have.
But I'm eager to delve deeper into what this means for parents, educators, and the children themselves. We've been on quite a journey exploring the world of STEAM education,
Yeah.
uncovering trends and themes, shaping how we nurture young minds.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
So let's bring it all home.
Okay.
What do these findings actually mean for parents, educators, and anyone who is passionate about the future of learning?
Well, I think for parents, this research sends a really powerful message. Early exposure to STEAM is crucial.
Okay.
And again, it's not about turning every child into a scientist or an engineer.
Right.
It's about equipping them with these essential skills for a world that's constantly changing.
We're talking about those critical thinking skills.
Yeah.
That ability to problem solve creatively and that spark of innovation.
Right.
These are the skills that will help them thrive no matter what path they choose.
Precisely. And it's never too early to start, right?
Right.
Encourage curiosity. Provide open-ended toys that spark imagination.
Yeah.
Read books about science and nature together,
Yeah.
Simple things can make a world of difference.
It's about cultivating that love of learning, that thirst for knowledge from a young age.
Absolutely.
Now, what about the educators listening in?
Yeah.
What should they take away from this research?
For educators, this research is a call to action, I think.
Okay.
Highlighting the importance of professional development in STEAM education.
Right.
Teachers need the knowledge and resources to implement these approaches effectively.
Especially in a field that's constantly evolving.
Right.
Even the most dedicated educators needs support and guidance to, stay ahead of the curve.
Absolutely. This research really underscores the need for ongoing training and collaboration.
Yeah.
Creating a network of support for educators passionate about STEAM.
Mm.
It's about empowering teachers to be innovative, adapting their methods to incorporate the latest advancements in technology and educational practices.
It truly takes a village, doesn't it?
It does.
Parents, educators, and the community working together to create this learning environment where every child can flourish.
I couldn't agree more, and there's one more point I'd like to touch on.
Okay.
This research emphasizes a human-centered approach to STEAM education, which I found particularly insightful.
Human-centered. That's interesting. What does that look like in practice?
It's about recognizing that STEAM education is not just about these technical skills.
Okay.
It's about nurturing the whole child.
Okay.
Fostering creativity, empathy, and social-emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Alongside those technical abilities.
So STEAM with a heart.
Yes.
We're not just raising, future scientists and engineers.
Right.
We're raising future innovators, leaders, and problem solvers who
Yeah.
are also kind, compassionate human beings.
Exactly. And this research specifically calls for more emphasis on cultural diversity and community engagement in STEAM education.
Because every child, no matter their background, deserves the opportunity to thrive in this STEAM-powered world.
Absolutely.
So as we wrap up,
Yeah.
what's one thought-provoking idea, that we can leave our listeners with?
Here's something to consider. The future is not something we simply wait for. It's something we actively create.
Mm-hmm.
By investing in STEAM education today, we're not just preparing children for the jobs of tomorrow, we're empowering them to shape a better future for themselves and for generations to come.
And that's the power of STEAM education.
It is.
It's not just about filling young minds with, facts and figures.
Right.
It's about igniting a passion for learning, a thirst for knowledge, and a belief that they can truly make a difference in the world.
Well said.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the fascinating world of STEAM education.